So please nobody play a second part. They tune to middle C, but I tune to your heart. Nothing in this world is perfect, even when brand new. But the only way I want to spend my days making up a song with you, you and me sing in our own key. We love it perfectly, it's true. But our love is perfectly out of tune. Our floorboards are creaky and warped, a leak in the roof, and a squeak in the door. But there's nowhere else I want to wake up than in your arms, in a bed that's full of lumps. Nothing in this world is perfect, even when brand new. But the only way I want to spend my days making up a song with you, you and me sing in our own key. We love imperfectly, it's true. But our love is perfectly out of tune. That old guitar, it's still strumming strong. Never found where I fit in, but I know where I belong. And I know that we are meant to be two voices ringing out, louder than a symphony. Nothing in this world is perfect, even when brand new. The only way I want to spend my day is making up a song with you, you and me singing in our own key. We love imperfectly, it's true. With love that's perfectly out of tune. Volume's still good, it's not too much, or is it good? It's good, okay. Great. So like Olivia, who was amazing, can we give her another round of applause? I was literally serenaded by like a sea angel. That was so delicate and amazing. So definitely check her out. She just put out her second EP, I believe, Selkie, which is beautiful. I listened to it a bit on YouTube before I came. So wonderful to see you all. It is wonderful to be in Maine today. Isn't it great to be in Maine today? It's just great to be here. I have some friends in town this weekend from New York, and we might just have to play a little trio number for you later. Both musicians as well. And I met them, well, one of them, when I was living in New York, because, when I was 18, I was like, I don't need Maine, I need to go to the big city and become a rock star. So I went to New York City and spent about 7 years there, which I found out was maybe 5 years too long during the 6th year. So I was already sort of planning on coming home when around March 14th, my mom called me and was like, hey Alice, how about you come home for a little Maine vacation for 2 weeks until this COVID thing blows over? And I was like, perfect, I can't wait. So, I took the essentials, I took the cats, threw them in the car, took the instruments, gotta take those, and I just drove up first thing the next morning, and my life totally changed. And I'm sure the Camden natives and just any poetry lovers might be familiar with a poem by Edna St. Vincent Millay called Renascence, where she's out on Mount Batty, just looking at the mountains and the bay, and has this spiritual rebirth and just like a total reset. And I had my own renaissance when I came to Maine. tarnished soul as my key ignites, driving to a second life, triple lanes on 95, hush as I leave, headed for the evergreens, highways flow to my childhood home, life is hollow, didn't sleep 7 years, need a renaissance, and I'm reborn here. So let's sit on the roof tonight, a Milky Way of fireflies and bliss, and I'm not giving it up again. Again, up Beach Hill with an unknown friend. He is rare as northern light, gray skin and emerald eyes. Our trails have crossed, now we're in a renaissance. His moon is my pearl, it ebbs my world. Life is hollow, didn't sleep 7 years, need a renaissance, and I'm reborn here. So let's sit on the roof tonight, a Milky Way of fireflies and bliss, and I'm not giving it up again. Orange ripples on the lake, waves wash old days away. Earthy smell on his shirt, hair damp from the water. We grow hoarse, moments pass, stories stained by fresh cut grass. Let this new life last, at last, at last. So let's sit on the roof tonight, a Milky Way of fireflies and bliss, and I'm not giving it up again. So, while I didn't grow up on an island, I do have a special connection to one. So this character, you may have noticed that, like Olivia, I've begun writing happy songs myself. I'm sure that was a very pleasant surprise to my parents, who had to go through many years of very frightening songs. But a big reason for that was that fellow mentioned in Renascence, who I met up on Beach Hill. And we met, and I was sick of dating. I was like, let's get down to business. Let's just go to Monhegan Island for and he was like, okay. And I was like, for a long weekend. It was like, okay. And it ended up being absolutely magical and amazing and sealed the deal. And we've gone back 3 times. And this was our 4-year anniversary. And this was the first true happy love song that was they just started happening, and there are a lot of them. But this was the first one, and it's called Monhegan, about just those magical days. Loved you since before before I knew you walked upon this earth too. 4 a.m. on Monday morning, I'm lying next to you. We steal minutes in our pockets, spread them in the foggy sea. 4 a.m. on Monday morning, you're waking next to me. How did I get so lucky to find someone so easy to love? I can see a life before me where we stay us. Ride the ferry to Monhegan, staying out for the long weekend. Ocean air in wind-shaped cliffs, hold me for a sunset kiss. Fairy houses in the moss, smooth stones that the waves have tossed. Every golden day you give, I'll never forget them as long as I live. How did I get so lucky to find someone so easy to love? I can see a life before me where we stay us. Our wheels spinning on the mainland, stop sign whispers kissing your hand. 4 a.m. and we're still up, pouring starlight in our cup. How did I get so lucky to find someone so easy to love? I can see a life before me where we stay us. So remember how I didn't used to write happy songs? Well, recently, not that recently, oh my god, it's been a year since I wrote this song. A year ago, when Hurricane Lee was coming through, I got inspired to write a song about a hurricane, but growing up here, I didn't feel like I'd really experienced, that sort of life-altering experience living in Maine. And so then I started thinking, what in my life has been like a hurricane? What has been that destructive force? And it made me think about my time in New York and this man that I dated for way too long. So this song is called Hurricane Alley, and it feels very strange to play it now after what's going on in North Carolina. So please, whatever energies you have to send to those people, whatever resources you have, I encourage you to do so. And this song is dedicated to a real piece of work. It's called Hurricane Alley. When you banged on my door, I just let you in. I'd had too many Sundays till you started howling. I got sick of that life where you had to do right. So easy to just let you have me. But I learned it's a lifestyle, living on Hurricane Alley. Some lose it all, the luckiest lose a whole lot of nothing. Did I want you to blow me away? Did I ask for a hurricane? Every day was summer, that's why I didn't leave. You blew down my house and flooded my street. I'll sit on my roof till I get back on my feet. It's a lifestyle, living on Hurricane Alley. Some lose it all, the luckiest lose a whole lot of nothing. Did I want you to blow me away? Did I ask for a hurricane? Told myself I was the chaos. I was the cause of the rain. Never quite catching my breath or my thoughts. Caught in your hurricane. One day I was cast to sea. Caught my sail on a temperate breeze. Remembered how gentle life could be. So I carried on up to those evergreens where winters are dark and cold and long. Summer flits by like a passing bird's song. Hands are calloused, dirty, strong, where you couldn't do me wrong. Some lose it all, the luckiest lose a whole lot of nothing. Did I want you to blow me away? Did I ask for a hurricane? Did I want you to blow me away? Did I ask for a hurricane? Well, the wind has blown up two dear friends from New York. We're also amazing musicians. And I just thought I couldn't have them here and not have them do a song. This is Anneliese McCarthy and Andrew Alarcon. Alarcon, who has just put out a couple singles recently that you should check out. And we're going to play one of Anneliese's songs. Some reshuffling.
Please bear with us.
Maybe Allie should just hold the mic.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. Hi everyone.
Maybe I'll go around on the other side. There we go.
This song is called If I Were a Flower.
Thank you so much for singing, you guys. And thank you to Kirby and Zoot for having us. This is such fun. So this is a song that I finished about 5 hours ago. And I've been having chronic pain for some time, not to mention chronic brain pain from bipolar, which was the source of most of my songwriting material for until 2020. And then more recently, like this tendonitis thing and this voice stuff, and it just made it so I just didn't even want to play shows. And I'd finally reached a point where I was like, you know what? The only way I can move forward with my life and not feel miserable is just to accept that part of my life is over, and I can't really expect to get better, so I just have to deal with it. And then, in a last-ditch effort, someone was like, you know, once I quit smoking from being hypnotized, you could try that. And I was like, okay, I guess that's the one thing I haven't tried. And it actually worked really well. And not least of which, I think the biggest part was not just how it had improved my pain symptoms, but it just made me feel again that I actually could get past this pain and like be a normal musician again. And so I reached out to my physical therapist and was like, okay, I'm ready to try again. Thank you, Sue Miklevitz, amazing physical therapist and photographer. She had a show here, and you should totally check out her book. It's beautiful, Sue Miklevitz. But anyway, so one of the symptoms of like this whole journey with the hypnotism was that I just had like a mental breakdown and like cried so hard. And I was like, oh, like, it was like I was finally allowed to mourn those 6 years of feeling really held back by my physical pain. And so I was telling someone about that. I was like, that's awful. Like, I feel like I'm finally getting somewhere, but then I'm just crying inconsolably. I had a total breakdown. And they were like, I think that was a breakthrough. And so I wanted to write this song called Breaking Through. Broken down in the breakdown lane, you thought that you could skate away, clinging on to buttons as the zipper breaks, breaking down matter, break back into dirt, releasing tears and fears, breaking down 6 years. Unplugging holes in the landfill where I'd kept my dreams of old, looking on the bright side, only blinded, let a cancer grow. These growing pains are growing old. There's only so much strength can hold, holding it in with clenched up fists. When it's time to let it go, let the dam burst and the tears come forth, plugged up holes in reality torn, couldn't hide my tears You can tap it down for so long, but you'll never be at peace until the dam burst and the tears came forth, clogged up holes in reality tore. Couldn't hide my tears from you. I was breaking down, but you called it a breakthrough. I'm breaking through. I'm breaking through. Thank you so much. I just got a couple more for you, and they both have to do with a special person who's going through a lot right now, who is my grandma, referred to affectionately in another song that I don't have time to play tonight called Badass Yaya. So that's just going to tell you a little bit. This woman's amazing, and she's going through a lot right now. Send your, as she would say, your healing white light to her and my family. I wish I could be with them right now. But this song came to be when I got a phone call in the spring from her, and it was 10 o'clock, and I was like, oh my God, why is she calling me? Is there an emergency? Is something wrong? And so I picked up the phone, I'm like, yeah, what's going on? She said, Alice, go outside and look in the sky. You can see the northern lights tonight. And we could. We were right downtown here, and we went out to the public landing, and everyone was like looking, and we were all just like together sharing this magical experience. And we wanted to go up to Beach Hill, which is a very special place for us, and his alternator went out as we were driving, and like his car literally broke down, but my friend picked us up, and we went, and we were like lying on a rock on Beach Hill, just marveling at the wonder. And someone walked past us, and they're like, are you on drugs? And we're like, no, we're not. Or what are you doing? Look. So anyway, I had that really crazy experience. Did any of you get to see that? Yeah? It was amazing. It's funny because I'd already written a song called Northern Lights about a much less dramatic Northern Lights experience. But anyway, so I go out the next day, and I'm a songwriting teacher by trade, and I was teaching a class, and I had this idea of let's all do like a free write about whatever's on our mind right now, and see if maybe we could combine them and co-write a song together. So I, of course, brought this experience. Andrew's mom brought the experience of her youngest son moving out of the house and like empty nesting, and the third woman, Amelia, wrote about a friend she had lost too soon and things she wished they could have said to them. We kind of twirled it together in this song that captured a bit of all of our experiences, and it's sort of from the perspective of a cautious mother who receives a strange phone call, and it's called Stardust Beings. Why didn't I say what I meant to say the day before yesterday? Feels like I was just tying your shoes, like I was born just to lose you. The twilight sky is now more black than blue. I said, be careful around strangers. The world is full of danger. Don't crack a smile at your child or express your anger. Keep your joy to yourself. Watch out who you ask for help. People take advantage. Keep your innocence on the shelf. The telephone rings, bringing all the bad things at 1 a.m. Did your car break down? Are you drunk and need a ride home again? And you said, I'm stone cold sober, the aurora's in the sky. Lift your eyes from the ground, the light is all around. We're stardust beings, looking up to find our way home. In the pink and green glow, we know we're not alone. Why can't I let go of control? Why can't I let myself be whole? Why does an unabashed joy manifesto feel so unnatural? Some find elation in a drug, but you can feel it in a hug, in the flicker of a shooting star or a lightning bug. The telephone rings, bringing all the bad things at 1 a.m. Did your car break down? Are you drunk and need a ride home again? And you said, I'm stone cold sober, the aurora's in the sky. Lift your eyes from the ground, the light is all around. We're stardust beings, looking up to find our way home. In the pink and green glow, we know we're not alone. We're not alone. Light can be a beacon for the both of us. The night sky comes alive for everyone, and we say, stone cold sober, the aurora's in the sky. Lift your eyes from the ground, the light is all around. We're stardust beings, looking up to find our way home. In the pink and green glow, we know we're not alone. We're not alone. We know. This has been a magical night. Oh, yes, these are the gigs I love. Thank you, Kirby. Thank you, Zoot. Thank you, Olivia. Thank you, audience. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Familiar faces, new faces. I love all the faces I see. If you've enjoyed my music tonight, most of these are unreleased songs, which can be accessed on my Patreon. I got a little card I designed on Canva with some info on that, as well as where you can find my music on Spotify and whatnot. 'Cause I got a French last name, and you're not gonna know how to spell it unless you take the card. So just go for it. I'm gonna end with a song off of my EP, Where the Mountains Meet the Sea, which I put out, who knows when, a couple years ago, last year, I don't know, out of time, and it's wherever you can get your music. This is, the Quilt song was inspired because, up here in Maine, lots of people have crafty hobbies with thread, yarn, etc. And I was hanging out with a friend, and every time we'd catch up, it would be about what she was sewing. And it made me think about these amazing art quilts my grandma has, one of which she commissioned, and how, those are quilts you don't lay on a bed, you hang them on the wall, and they're like a next level quilt. And so this is a love song from a quilt to be. You picked me up from off the ground. I'm mostly patches out now. Oh, you really know how to sew. You'll mend me up and we'll be ready to go. Gonna watch the garden grow. You gather me up at my seams. You wring me out until I gleam. On your loom you start to weave, making something new out of scraps on me. Oh, let's watch the stars put on their show. I'm just a loose end, eaten by moths. But to you, I'm a spectacular piece of cloth. A quilt in a book, the kind they hang on the wall. We're cuddling on the porch swing, watching red leaves fall. I feel them cover us all. You lay me down on your bed. The pillow under your sleepy head. You never